Hi everyone, I'm Bonita. Welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to show you my first stock up of the year, and yes, it is May. So that sounds crazy. I'll explain why in just a few minutes. I hope you'll stick around. I'm Bonita and I am early retired. I'm not old enough yet for Social Security. I'm living on a low income and I am living off of savings. I live in Kansas on a farm and I have a donkey. This is Brownie. I have frugal videos all year round, and I hope that you will join me this year as we share ways to save money and live our dreams. If you're new to the channel, I retired at the end of October in 2023. And so I've been retired a little over a year and a half. And since that time, I have been able to save money around the house in big ways by frugal living. And I love frugal living. I embrace it 100%. I was doing it before I retired, but I have more time to commit to doing it now. So the first 3 months of the year, I spent in my RV in South Texas, and I packed food from home and I took it with me. I bought some perishables while I was there, but other than that, I really didn't need anything. I had enough even when I came home to have eaten a bunch more meals. While I was gone, my husband was here at the house and using what we had in our freezer, in our pantry, in our refrigerator. And so he didn't have to stock up a bunch either. Then when I got home, we went to Florida for a week on vacation together. I got back, I had like a day and a half turnaround, and then I went to North Carolina for 16 days to stay with my grandson. And so we really haven't needed to grocery shop. We've had enough in our pantry, in our freezer to get along without needing to grocery shop. And the only reason I went in today is because I knew I needed some perishables. So I sat down and looked at my grocery store app. I wrote down the specials of the things that I knew that we needed. I checked my Ibotta app to see if there were any rebates on any of the things that I was going to purchase. And then I set out this morning to replace some of the things that I needed and look for deals. Because around this house, we live off of deals. When I find deals, I stock up. And then that keeps me from having to shop for a long time again because we still have food in the pantry and the freezer. So I don't need to shop real often unless we're out of like milk or cheese or eggs or something like that that we would need to replace. And even then, I watch for deals. And if it's not in my price point, I don't buy it. So that's just how we roll around here, and it has helped us so much. So today I spent $113 on this shopping haul that I'm going to show you. And I'm so happy because we'll be good for a long time again. I may not even have to go back again this month, but I have them coming to spray my yard for ticks this next week. Now that usually runs $2 to $2.50, and it's very necessary because I want to garden. I want to do some things. It's hard to even cut the grass right now because we have a tick issue, and this tick issue happens in the country every couple of years, and usually spraying it once every other year takes care of it for a couple of years again. So I didn't want to spend a lot of money because I know I have that going out. So my philosophy is we save here to have the money we need when we need it for something else, like spraying the yard. So I'm never going to buy stuff at regular price if I don't have to, because it just doesn't fit with our lifestyle and with the things that we want to do. So I hope you enjoy this stock up. Give me your comments below. And I know there's going to be a few things in there that you're going to be shocked that I bought, because I know a lot of you think I don't splurge on anything. I don't pick anything extra up. I do sometimes. I do. And when I do, it's because it was a really good deal. I had a rebate or some reason like that that made it really, really cheap. So let me show you what I bought today. Here is my first stock up of the year for our home here in Kansas. And I was in Texas for 3 months living off of food that I took with me, along with buying a few perishables here and there. And then we were in Florida for a week. I was in North Carolina for 16 days. My husband has been picking up perishables here. So I spent $113 today, and I'm going to show you what I bought, what I paid for it, and tell you why I purchased some of these things, because some of these things I don't normally buy. So I got a package of mild cheddar cheese for $5.99. This is a 2-pounder. We were almost out, so that will go in the freezer. I got 2 grapefruit, 99 cents on the red bag rack at Dillon's, making them about 50 cents each. I'm down to 1 from Texas. The bananas were 55 cents a pound. The blueberries were on sale for $1.99. I got some cuties for $3.49, and I got some tomatoes on the vine for 99 cents a pound, and I've heard they last longer if you leave the stems on. So that's what I'm going to do. I got my husband some cottage cheese. This was on sale for $2.50. Also, a sour cream was on sale for $2.50. They're both large containers. We don't have either one of those right now, and cottage cheese is a treat for him, but it's normally way too high. And then I picked up 2 more Duke's mayonnaise. These were on sale for $3.99. We were down to our last jar. We go through a lot of these in the summer and when the weather is warm, and we were down to 1 bottle. I normally do not buy Keurig. I do have a few here in case we have company. I have some in the camper, but that's usually the extent of it. And as you know, coffee is one of the things that has been going up big time. These were on sale for $1.50 a box, making a cup of coffee 15 cents. I do have a Keurig machine that was a gift. I only drink 1 cup of coffee per morning because of my stomach, so this will last a long time and keep me from running my other electric coffee pots longer, because it will just shoot right out. So I'll save a little electricity and I'll save some money on my coffee. I got a cold foam creamer. I normally do not buy these. I've only purchased 1 in my life. It was in Texas and it was on sale for $1. I really did like it, and it lasted well over 2 months. This was on sale for $3.99, and I had a $2 rebate on Ibotta. So I went ahead and picked it up for a little splurge. I got 2 Jimmy Dean ground sausage for breakfast for my husband. These were $2.99 each. And I was going to get almond milk. It was on sale for $1.99 for half gallon. But then I spotted these skim milks marked down to $1.12. They're good until May 20th. And I have found that if they have less milk fat in them, they last even longer past the date. So these will probably last well into June, and I could freeze one if I wanted to. I was almost out of the creamer that I bought on clearance in Texas. I have been using it this entire time. I even took it to North Carolina with me and used it there for 16 days. And this was on sale for $5.49. And with me only having 1 cup of coffee per day, this will last a long time. I found orange juice for $2.02 for a half gallon. I got 2 of those. I could also freeze one if I wanted. They will freeze well. And I found some ground pork. It was marked $2.99 a pound. I can get it for less at the Asia market, but I wasn't going to drive about 10 miles across town to do that. So I just picked up 1 replacement for our freezer. I found ground chicken breast, $2.25 a pound. That is a great deal. And then I found these turkey that were sliced. This has black pepper in it, and I've never used this or tried this, but I'm sure it will be great. And for $2.19, I can wrap this in the fresh lettuce that I'm growing in the yard that came up volunteer from me throwing my compost into my soil over the winter time.
And then I got some smoked. It was marked down to $2.51. These will go in the freezer and make me some really cheap lunches for camping and for home during the day. And then my husband hasn't been feeling well. The doctor has wanted him to drink some Powerade or Gatorade. The Gatorade was $8 and something for 8 of these. The Powerade was on special for $3.49. I got 2 of these for him. And then I picked up 2 of these 0-calorie sweeteners for $4.79. I'm almost out of my Splenda. I buy whatever is on sale, and the Splenda is almost gone. I usually have Truvia in the camper, and I've been using it. I took it to North Carolina with me as well. And so I'm getting low, so I picked up 2 replacement bags of this, which will last a long time. And then not shown is 2 24 packs of Diet Pepsi. I drink 1 of those a day. That is one of my treats. And I cut down to 1 a day many years ago when it got so expensive. And for $9.99 for 24, that will give me 48 days of soda. And that's about the cheapest that I can find. I shared those Florida prices with you. They were almost $20 for a 24 pack. So that's what I picked up, spent $113, and this will supplement what we already have on hand because we didn't need a whole lot. We mainly needed some perishables.
One of the things that has saved me so much money and kept me from overbuying when I shouldn't is this makeshift inventory board that I made myself right over my freezer. It is with chalkboard paint and it is with a frame that was from a broken mirror from a dresser. And it helps me know what I have in the freezer, which has saved me from overbuying so much. I know what I have. I know I have enough. I can quickly look at that. If my husband and I take anything out, we deduct it off of the tally marks. But I also know when I'm shopping that when I get home, I'm needing to inventory the stuff I'm putting away. And sometimes that's a little bit of a deterrent not to go crazy and overbuy a bunch of stuff. Plus, I look at how much space I have before I go to the grocery store. So I know in my head what's going to fit in my freezer. How much room do I have? Is some of this going to have to go in my backroom stock that I also have a notepad back there that I keep track of what I have? I would like to get rid of that backroom stock other than just like toilet paper and maybe laundry detergent, shampoo, toothpaste, that sort of thing. I would like to get all of the food out of there that we have been using. And that's one of the reasons that we have cut back so much these last couple of years is because we have too much back stock. We can only eat so much. We're both trying to lose weight. So I make sure that I don't overbuy things I already have by keeping an accurate inventory. When people used to talk about having an inventory, I used to think, man, that sounds like a beating. Well, it does in a way because when I'm shopping, I know, hey, I got to write this down when I get home. Do I really want to buy more stuff to write down that I don't have room for? Because the stuff that I'm using, the stuff in my fridge, the stuff in my cabinets, I don't write that down. Only the extra I have of backstock that is not visible, I write that down on my tablet, and then everything in the freezer because I have a chest freezer and I don't want to dig everything out only to find out I don't have any chicken and I thought I did, or I have 4 packages of chicken and I thought I was out. That has been a big money saver. And then a bonus to my shopping haul, I was able to cash out my Ibotta app today for $20.81 that will go back into my food budget. So I hope that this shopping haul has been interesting for you. Let me know in the comments, how do you keep track of your stock? How much do you backstock? And do you feel like you have more than you need, or are you always on the lookout for a good deal to put some more back into your back stock? I'm kind of a mixture of all of those, but I would love to read your comments. Thanks for watching today. And to those of you that follow me, I'm wearing white for like the first time ever. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you soon.